Understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Hell no.
How far did you get in school?
9th grade.
And you read and write?
Barely. I could barely spell. I don't understand none of this, what he thought. And it's a conspiracy between these two right here.
Listen, Mr. Cromartie. Mr. Cromartie, what do you...
Man, I don't understand, sir.
I don't believe you, Mr. Cromartie, because you act like you do understand it.
I don't understand, sir. Yeah. First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
What are you asking me to do today, Mr.
You
Cromartie?
saying I don't understand.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer of 25 years in prison.
All right, today's case is absolutely wild. We've got a sovereign citizen in court facing 2 life sentences.
Yeah.
You heard that right, too. And somehow, this guy thinks it's a brilliant idea to represent himself, despite barely being able to read or write. Spoiler alert, it does not go well. The judge, totally done with the nonsense, keeps things tight and doesn't let him slip a single word past. So now I gotta ask you, is this guy really clueless, or is he playing some kind of act hoping for sympathy? Drop your thoughts in the comments as we get into it. Let's roll the footage and see how fast this train wreck unfolds.
Mr. Saline represents either one of those.
Mr. Saline?
Mr. Saline, can you join us?
Hey, Your Honor, can I speak for the record too?
Williams, finish knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to put a few things on the record, Your Honor. My client had an offer from the state last week, and he did not wish to take advantage of that offer. My investigator and I went out to the jail, talked to him, went over things, explained everything to him. I gave him my advice, which was that I thought it was in his best interest to accept the offer. He refused that, and that offer was for 20 years with a mandatory minimum. He still has an offer today for 25 years mandatory minimum, and I've discussed it with him briefly over here in the box, and he's told me that he doesn't wish to do that. But considering the
Hey,
fact,
Your Honor, this man ain't even helped me in my
Cromartie,
defense. None of that.
Mr. McCarty, I told you I'd give you an opportunity to speak.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Finish.
what I was going to say, Your Honor, is considering, I've explained to him that his exposure is in the 3365, the attempted murder case is a life sentence, in that he's further exposed in the 2756 case on the tampering to an additional 30 years, since it was a tampering with the underlying case being a first degree. So I've explained to him his exposure. I've given him my advice. I've told him what I think is best for him. And he, as is his right, he's choosing not to do that. But I did want that on the record so that there was no confusion later on about whether or not I had informed him of the offers and how I advised him and that sort of thing. So,
Your Honor, my intention is to revoke those offers today, and I plan on moving forward next week. One thing that Mr. Williams mentioned, yesterday I filed the HBFO notice, which actually extends his exposure in the tampering case from 30 years to possible life in that case as well. Okay. So the maximum that Mr. Cromartie faces is 2 life sentences consecutive.
Okay.
I really wasn't aware of that. You hear what he said?
Yes, sir. But
so let me ask you this. Before the judge is going to give you a chance to talk.
Okay.
But in light of the fact that Mr. Sullivan has made this new filing, and now you have your maximum exposure is 2 life sentences, do you wish to reconsider your choices with regard to accepting the offer?
I don't understand. I don't understand. And being him, being that he's representing me, we haven't even worked the defense in this case at all. Period.
Okay.
And plus,
let's take one thing. Do you understand that you've been offered 25 years in prison?
I don't understand, sir. Yeah.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer of 25 years in prison.
I don't understand because I'm innocent. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what.
Listen, you've entered a not guilty plea, so there's a presumption that you're innocent, or a presumption you're not guilty. So that, regardless of your claims or the fact that right now we presume you not guilty, You understand the state has offered to let you plead no contest to charges, and it'd be a 25-year sentence. And I believe, what is it? Is it a minimum mandatory 25?
It would be a minimum.
Minimum mandatory minus the time you served in jail. No, I just need to, you understand that's the plea offer from the state.
Hell no. I don't understand none of this, what he thought. And this is a conspiracy between these two right here?
Listen, Mr.
Man.
Cromartie, Mr. Cromartie, what do you,
Man, I don't understand, sir. And
I don't believe you, Mr. Cromartie, because you act like you do understand it.
You can literally see this guy's brain buffering when the judge asks if he understands the 25-year plea deal. It's like he's waiting for his mental Wi-Fi to reconnect. He really thinks that playing dumb is going to frustrate the court into letting him walk. Spoiler alert, that's not how any of this works. When you pull the "I don't understand" act, the court doesn't just ignore it, they send you for a full competency evaluation. That means real professionals step in to figure out if you're truly confused or just trying to finesse the system. And if they catch you faking it, congrats, you just wasted the court's time, pissed off the judge, and made your own situation 10 times worse. So what do you think? Is this guy actually lost, or is he just running the worst hustle of all time? I get it, 2 life sentences is a lot to face, but come on, at least take the 20 years and own it. You did the crime, now stop acting like it's a game show.
What are you asking for right now? What are you asking for?
I'm asking for him to be removed off my case.
Raise your right hand to be sworn.
I do.
Wait till the oath is done, sir. Do it again, madam.
Sir.
Raise your hand again.
Solemnly swear the testimony about against the truth
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Cromartie, state your name.
Jamel Cromartie.
What are you asking for today, Mr. Cromartie?
This name of this contract does not refer nor identify the male standing in this corporation. I, Jamel Cromartie, being forced to go against my will and my best interest. My right of due process have been impeded upon. Also, my 4th and 5th Amendment right have been violated. I invoke my rights of the Constitution to protect me and my best interest. I invoke my 5th Amendment.
Okay. All right, then you vote the 5th Amendment right, so you're not asking to testify. What are you asking me to do?
First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
Listen. What are you asking me to do today, Mr.
You
Cromartie?
saying I don't understand.
Mr. Cromartie, what are you asking me today? I'm gonna give you one.
I don't need him on my case.
Okay, are you listen, what are you asking me to do?
Or this one right here. Both them two right there. I got some that's conspiracy on what they trying to do.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Continue my trial.
No, sir. Motion denied. What are you asking me to do? What are you asking me to do, Mr. Cromartie?
A fair trial.
All right, right now you're gonna get a fair trial. Is there anything you're asking me to do right now?
I'm saying I don't need them on my case.
What are you asking me to remove them?
Yes, sir.
And then are you gonna represent yourself, or are you gonna hire another attorney?
I'd rather represent myself to get an attorney.
You already sworn in, so state your name again.
Jamel Cromartie, sir.
Mr. Cromartie, you're asking to represent yourself next week. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand you've been offered a 25-year plea deal?
Yes, sir.
And when you said before you didn't understand that, you were not being truthful with the court. Is that correct?
I mean, I'm saying yes, sir, to say yes, sir. I'm guessing you're agreeing with me. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you a question. So you don't understand that. Is that correct?
Understand what?
That you have been offered 25 years in prison if you pled no contest and that will settle your cases. Do you understand that?
I don't know how to answer that.
You're going to have to answer my questions if you want to represent yourself, sir. If not, I'm not going to find you competent to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you've been offered 25 years in prison? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you said before you didn't understand that you were not being truthful with the court, is that
It's
correct?
a lot that's going on that I don't understand.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
You were not being truthful with the court, is that correct?
I'm not gonna say I'm being truthful.
When you
I
said
don't understand.
you don't understand.
You got to talk to me in a level where I got to
Yes, sir. I'm talking to you. I'm talking on the same level.
But some of it I don't understand because there's some shit.
So you don't
that's going on.
you don't understand what's going on?
Half of it I don't.
Okay. How far did you get in school?
9th grade.
And you read and write?
Barely. I could barely spell.
Okay. And you understand if you represented yourself, you'd have to do everything a lawyer
I'm gonna
did.
do what I can that I've been trying to do.
Do you understand you'd have to do
I do
everything?
better than him.
Listen to me. if you want to represent yourself, you got to answer these questions. If not, I can't allow you to represent yourself. So,
I ain't trying to make a fool of myself, but Your Honor, I don't need them two on my case.
okay. You can barely read and write. Is that correct?
I learned.
You're going to pick a jury Monday morning. I'm not continuing the case. And you're going to try the case next week if you represent yourself.
Okay.
And you read and write.
I'm gonna learn.
I honestly can't tell if this guy is dead serious or just giving the worst performance of his life. Like, part of me thinks maybe he really can't read or write, but then again, he's giving off major, playing dumb to dodge consequences energy. The best part? The judge isn't falling for a second of it. He's got this sovereign citizen boxed in tight, and watching this dude squirm is low-key hilarious. But here's the reality. Courts don't just take your word when you suddenly claim you can't read. If that's truly the case, they'll run evaluations, appoint counsel, or literally have someone read it all out loud. What they won't do is toss the case because you pretended words don't exist. So, what do you think? Is this guy really struggling, or is he just way too deep into this dumb act to back out? Personally, I don't think he's faking it. But let me know your take in the comment.
You don't have time to learn, so you can barely read and write. Is that correct? You don't understand about the plea offer. You understand that lawyers are trained in the rules of evidence, criminal procedure, and the law. They're there to assist you in preparing for trial and trying the case. Do you understand that? Okay, well, I'm going to find that you're not competent to represent yourself. Mr. Salim will stay on his case. Mr. Williams will stay on that case, and we'll see you Monday morning and pick a jury. All right.
Trial is about to go off the rails for this guy. He's basically walking straight into his own disaster. And don't worry, I'll be posting the second hearing the moment I track it down because trust me, it's somehow even better. But up next, we've got a straight up rude criminal who won't stop whining about his bond, even though he already got released, and then immediately went out and committed another crime. Like, how are you gonna beg for freedom and then blow it in record time? Let me know what you thought about that first hearing, and let's dive into this next mess.
Well, Mr. Clark, can I say something, sir?
Yeah, you can address your case also, the one you're representing yourself also.
Right, yes, sir. On that case,
That's for the record, that's 23 CF 204.
Yes.
yeah, well, I got a couple motions I want to file on that one, but
Okay.
about that case, so can I ask why am I being held without bond?
Sir, before we've gone over that, I revoked your bond, I believe, in the K2 case numbers because of the arrest. So I think we've already adjudicated that and litigated that. I'm gonna litigate it, but that's why you're being held without bond.
I mean, is there a reason though, sir? Like,
Yes, sir,
reason to
because
be held without bond?
yes, because you were out on bond and you picked up another charge.
But I'm innocent on that charge, Mr. Clark. And I got the evidence.
Absolutely, you're presumed innocent on all the charges. So I assume you're not admitting that you're guilty on the two charges that you're out on bond on. You're presumed innocent on all three of the charges.
Can I ask that the state has filed a motion to hold me without bond, Mr. Clark?
No, sir. I believe the court. I believe, and I may be wrong. I may have done it on my own motion.
You had a hearing in February, I believe it was February 24th, and then you addressed it also at our last hearing on October the 17th.
There was an order of revocation of release, and that was done by the first appearance judge on January 18th. So that judge held a hearing and revoked your bond, or issued basically a warrant and held you without bond. So that, and I upheld that.
I understand, sir, but it's been since January. Is there a reason why you feel like I need to be held without bond?
Yes, sir, because you picked up another charge while you were out on bond.
Well, Mr. Wait, Mr. Clark, I'm just speaking real quick.
Go ahead, do it quick. I've already addressed that. I don't have to make it any plainer for you.
Have a little patience with me.